All right, I want to thank you all for joining us here, and I'm going to keep this riveting. We're going to keep it short, but the people that we're going to be interviewing today are all business owners like yourselves. They got great stories to tell, and I tell you right now, you're going to learn something. We're going to have a lot of fun, and if you get out of line, my friend Fitz is going to come over and kick you in the shins. Right, Fitz? You're going to be the Sergeant at Arms back there? Now I want to bring up my friend Tom Reilly. Tom Reilly, come on up. Have a nice round of applause for Tom. And Tom, if we weren't close, we're going to be real close now because our knees are touching. And that's the last time my knees were touching with a man in a bar. Well, we don't want to tell you how that ends. So, Tom, thank you very much for being here, part of the WebSource Group's small industry night in Port Jefferson. Beautiful downtown Port Jefferson, by the way. How many people have never been to Port Jefferson before?
Here.
All right, there you go. Congratulations. Right. Happy birthday, Emma. Thank you for being a good sport. Tom, tell us about your business. Tell the Phoenix Mobile Products. Tell us about Phoenix.
I currently own a company called Phoenix Mobiles.
Okay.
Accessories, and what we do is we sell mobile phone accessories. We sell them wholesale. Our customers are wholesalers, retailers, MVNOs. MVNOs are companies like smaller companies like Cricket.
Okay.
Carriers, smaller carriers, insurance companies, and we also sell to kitting houses that do repairs for cell phones.
Now, this is not your first business venture. You've had other ventures before, correct?
Correct. Yes. I've owned my own business since I'm 25. I'm now 48.
Okay.
And the company that I owned was NCS. And what we did was we sold electronic components wholesale.
And what I find fascinating about that is this is not your typical business. You saw a need, you created a service, and you basically built your own business just by providing services to people.
Yes. 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 It's how I got into component business was, my dad was in the business.
Okay.
And I worked for a very large corporation at the time coming out of college, and I saw the need for a broker, wholesale type of company, a smaller company that could be very agile and customer oriented, customer service, and a personal touch to it, where I could win some business over these big conglomerates.
And you saw a need, and you basically created this business out of an idea that you had.
Correct. Yes, because I was when I was working for this larger company, I saw the need.
Okay, and probably the best part is the original business that you had. The need for it went away.
Yes.
Walk us through what happened a little bit there.
Well, what happened was we had grown from a $200,000 a year business, and we grown to $7 million. We had 30 employees. And we were selling to the largest companies in the world, companies like Foxconn,
okay.
Flextronics, those type of companies. And we would get the crumbs, but the crumbs were pretty big.
Right.
And what happened over time was, when the bubble burst, companies cut back, and the larger companies that I competed with pushed me out. They made it very difficult for me to do business with them. So after we hung on and we did very well, but we were scaling down, and I saw the end was near.
Okay.
And so I started to look at other avenues to do business, and that's how we came up with we got involved in the cell phone market.
And the name of your company is the Phoenix because you rose from the ashes and recreated.
Yeah, that's how it's self-explanatory, but that's how I came up with it. I happened to be talking to my sister, and she says you're going to rise out of the ashes like a phoenix, and I said that's going to be the name of my company.
And you're doing well.
Yes, we started in November, and our first quarter, we've done over about $100,000 in sales.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're just starting.
But the really cool part is you had a successful business, the situation changed, you had a rebound, so you adapted, You found a new service and product to do, and now you're back on your feet and you're doing well.
Yes, and I'm very excited, and our goal is to get back to that $7 to $10 million, $10 million a year number, and I could see that happening.
Now, how important is it to monitor trends in the industry so you anticipate what's going to happen next?
It's very important. It's very important. The things that we could sell, that we are selling, and we were successful selling, could become obsolete.
Right.
And we could be standing there holding the bag.
Right. If you're the guy making the video cover holders for Blockbuster, you're out of business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have to stay ahead of the trend, and you have to do your research, and you just got to keep your ear to the ground. You got to kind of we're in the front the front lines.
Okay.
So we hear a lot. We knew about the watch. The iPhone watch is coming out.
All right. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It kind of makes me nervous.
Okay.
But because I'm more specializing in the accessories for the phone.
Okay.
But right now you have to have the phone on you to use the watch. So we'll see what happens, how the technology evolves.
But in the meanwhile, you're paying attention, you're seeing what's
Oh
coming
yes,
next.
absolutely. The cell phone repair market is something that we're researching now, getting involved in, and we're making connections with vendors overseas. And that business right now is $1 billion industry.
Wow.
The repairing of your cell phone.
And you touched on something, we'll wrap up with this. You talk about the crumbs. It's a big industry and you're living off the crumbs, but they're pretty nice crumbs.
Yes.
There's a lot of industries like that where you can live off the crumbs. It sounds bad, but it's really good.
No, there's some. You could make a successful. You could run a successful company and make a successful living, living off the crumbs, no doubt about it.
And it's almost the ideal niche is something that's big enough to pay your bills, but not big enough to interest a major corporation.
That's right. That's right.
That's great. Tom, thank you very much for sharing your story. Appreciate it. It's good learning
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
All right.